How's it going, guys? Chris back here again with another episode of Elden Ring. And we are in Rose Church. And we are here because our buddy Vari has moved here.
Be sure to try that thing. I'm quite certain that you'll take to it.
So me and Vari had a chat. We're like, yeah, what do you think of the two fingers? And the word a little strange. And he's like, I don't really like the two fingers. I think there's something off about them. And I'm like, yeah, I kind of think that too. And then Vari's like, hey, did you know you can go kill people? And he's like, I'm like, I don't know, Vari. I'm not that good at PvP. And Vari's like, yeah, just give it a try. So we did. And it did not go well. But apparently we didn't have any souls, so it doesn't matter. I don't think I had any souls. Excuse me. Yeah, so I took Vari's advice, did some attacking, mainly myself. So I rolled in, valiantly trying to kill our enemy, and our enemy, his two friends just kind of flanked me from behind, and I stabbed at him and he just rolled away, and then one of the guys that was flanking me from behind just kind of murdered me, you know? So, important thing to understand in this game is that PvP, not exactly like it used to be. In this game, you only invade people who have friends with them. So, yeah. And the fact that they have friends with them means it's not just them you gotta kill. It's everybody involved. Well, no. If you kill the host, you get the invasion off. The problem is, if the co-op buddies are competent, like, they're never gonna let you kill their host. I was gonna upgrade Old Kindred of Rot to +4. I just didn't have the money. We're a little broke, which is why we're going back to this, which is trying to kill this woman. She's not actually that difficult. I practiced her a couple of times in co-op with a couple other people, and in co-op, like, me and two other people literally can get through her health bar with only making her fall down once. These creepy doll children, though, need to die. There you are. Stop. So it turns out that this boss is weak to bleed, which is his weapon specialty. And I died. I got too greedy. Still a little sick, so I got myself some throat lozenges here. I might not use any during the recording because, my voice is mostly okay. Still a little rickety here and there, but yeah. So I could summon for this fight. I'm pretty sure that if I grease up a curled finger, not grease up, what is the word? I'm trying to say like a fast way of just activating one, that I'd just get an easy summon and then we could just roll over the boss. But I kind of feel like spirit summons are probably like like the maximum I want to do for like the Lord bosses. Like, I don't mind summoning for other things, and I really know that the stigma against summoning is kind of just bullshit in itself. Like, I know there are people out there that say you should just have to beat the boss by yourself, but yeah, this is a multiplayer game for a reason. It gets frustrating. If you want to summon, just summon. Like, There's no point in brute forcing yourself when you're clearly not enjoying the experience. Like, this is a game, after all. Need to roll! Need to roll! And using one here is not too bad. So, in this boss fight, what you're looking for is the guys that are throwing the books. The ones that are throwing the books are the ones that are keeping up her shield. And if you kill the ones keeping up her shield... So in the second round of shield carriers, one of the shield carriers is back here behind the book barrels. I've never had her actually attack me in this phase, if I'm being honest. So that's phase 1. So in phase 1, you're basically just beating up children. And we're going into the cutscene. In this cutscene, she's like, child, please, no. And now here we are. So she's going to open up with the beam attack. So you're going to want to roll to get rid of that. So in my experience, focusing her down is probably the easiest way to end this fight as quickly as possible. When that descends, it explodes. Which is not what we want. So these summons you just back away from and eventually they'll disappear. They're an avoiding thing. So I'm gonna top off with my one of these. That sphere is heading towards me. So she is also very good at spirit summon. Oh god. Why did you immediately target me? I wasn't the last person to hit her. Dude, stop. Stop. Okay, we got her. I didn't think this was that hard of a fight, honestly. Compared to the other one. Compared to Godric, it's going to take less attempts. And Great Rune of the Unborn. Okay. So we got our second Great Rune. It is baffling to me how...
Where did he flee, my sweeting? Ah, is it thy wish to become?
So she offers Rebirth. Which, Rebirth is where you re-up your stats. So you basically get back all the runes you've spent on making you who you are as a character, and then you can spend them to become a different character. First of all, well done. Jumping. I don't know if there's any way to go from here. Like I said, I haven't really... I helped other people beat her, but this is my first time beating her myself. It looks like this is a no combat zone, which means we can't expect to find any hidden items or anything like that. I think this is just a new copy of the room that we were just in imposed, or maybe just an altered copy of it. Because it's the same room, there's just no creepy children, which is highly appreciated. I'm gonna put down my summoning sign, see if I can catch anyone. How many runes? Oh, 42k runes. That is at least 2 level ups. I also figured out how to use Great Runes, by the way, so I have Godric's Great Rune equipped. It's not activated, because you lose its activation when you die. But if you use a rune arc... I didn't put down my summoning sign, right? I'm gonna go back up real quick and check. Yeah, so basically if you use one of these, you can get the effects of a Great Rune. So if I use one right now, I'll do it to show you, even though it's probably a waste. You get the effects of that Great Rune. Now, Godric's Great Rune, its effect is that it increases stats. So all of my stats here on the attributes point side of the screen have been increased by 5. So that means Arcane is 22, Faith 12, Intelligence 42, Dexterity 24. So that's really, really nice. Let's actually go into pop into our inventory real quick and see. I could never actually find the Great Runes in the inventory. I assume they're all in here somewhere. There they are. So they're in key items. Rune of used to achieve perfect rebirth. Okay, that means nothing to me. Perfect those who have been born anew. Amber egg clutched by Renana, Queen of the Full Moon. The Great Rune of Unborn Demigods. Okay. Now that's Godric's Great Rune. A blessing that raises all stats. So I don't know what the Rune of the Unborn does, but it's cool. It is cool. I've also picked up some new spells since the last time we've looked into that. And a new ring. So the ring is the cat ring. Hello! I'm a box. I didn't know if he could jump on me, but I kind of wanted him to be able to jump on me. Darn it. I need to roll. Pew Pew has returned to their world? No! So I kinda want to defeat the boss again. So I've never seen one spawn over here in the first round. I don't think. Were we invaded? Is that who returned? Because this guy's still here. Is that chest still in the room? So I did not find that. There you are. Don't die! Ah! I wanted to help Esha. Sadly, we were of no help to Esha. We did a little damage. But factor in that the boss is more difficult after you summon. So, what we learned from that, you don't lose your souls when you're summoned. And, more importantly, you don't lose your great rune. Yeah, that chest is there in this room. That's my loot. I can't believe I almost walked away with it. Why can I not unlock this? You there, give me the key.
Art thou now?
Don't want to be reborn. Oh, you can cosmetics me? Well, that's cool, I guess.
Be not alarmed.
I am alarmed. I killed you. You should be dead. Yeah, I kind of just want to run this a few more times, because 9 minutes to show off the boss fight is really enough. I expected to die at least another 2 times. So we got in one more death. Let's get in one more. If we can still be summoned here, we might not be able to. So summoning is based off your level, and apparently the level of upgrade that your weapon holds. 2 odd stats, but I guess they make sense in context of the game. Because, like in previous games, you saw cases where, well, they don't want to have like high level players coming back to earlier levels and making the fights really easy for the new players. They want to avoid that kind of jarring gameplay inconsistency, but they also really want to avoid the scenarios where a player who's really good and really knowledgeable about the game just gets a really decked out set of weapons and armor that they can use at the lower levels, and then suddenly makes the early game miserable for new players. Manu! I guess it's just me and you, Manu. I should warn you, I'm squishy. Apparently I don't get the effects of my Great Rune. Huh. Come on down. Yeah, like I said, some characters you can literally get through the first phase of the boss fight with no repercussions. And that is pretty awesome, but pretty insane too. I'm gonna heal up here because some Oh, you did it! What is it called? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? A legend fell. See, well, I didn't get that one when I did mine. In game, I don't think. Huh. So we have more than enough to level up twice, I think. I don't think we have enough to go 3. We would need some pretty decent soul items to do that, and we don't got them. What's that? Oh yeah, I found that. I did find that, I'm pretty sure. I yet know that it's the only way to explain why I have it, isn't it? Why am I over here? Is this the way back to the... Yeah, this is the way back to the bonfire, that's why. Bonfire through that gate. Man, these sorcerers are just bad at hitting targets. Never mind how many times they've actually, like, squashed me. We're at early day right now. Let's level up some. Two more into intelligence. We are an int build after all. So it's not like we can ignore it. Gonna go see if my buddy Vare has anything to say on this matter. Because we've done good work so far. We have 2 out of like 5 great rooms. So I'm gonna remove these 2. I say as I make more, and then put it right there, and that way I have a direction to go to. Whew. So Vare is like our guide. He tells us where and what we should be doing, and I like him for that. He did insult us at the beginning, but let's be fair. We were pretty pitiful. I was like, why haven't I found it? The answer is simple. It's at 3. It's at 1. Where is 2 and 3? It's at 1, okay, we'll go to 1. A weird slug monster nearly killed it. That was sad. Whose house is this? There's a Grace here. Dude's just making crab. I can respect that.
What are you looking at? You trying to start something, mate? What the hell is wrong with you? You trying to start something? Piss off. What the hell is wrong with you? Trying to start something? Piss off.
I guess we have nothing to say to him. It's one of the things I've always not liked about most RPGs, is that sometimes you run into NPCs that are important for other things earlier, and it's like, they don't really tell you anything while they're just being there, you know? Yeah, these are the fucking lobster monsters. They're very dangerous for what they are. Luckily, if we get close enough to the church, it won't matter if one of them kills us, because the church has a respawn point to it. Shrine of America, I think it's called. So we don't want to go inside the church. I don't think. Yeah, we did want to go inside the church. The reason we didn't want to go inside the church is because of the bad man that's there. Yeah, there he is. He uses the same weapon that we do, and he's very violent. He's also better with it than we are. Which, you know. Is never a good sign. I say he's better than us. We did kill him. How you doing, Vare?
Be sure to try that. I'm quite...
I did. I tried it. Okay? I'll do it again, but it doesn't do anything, man. I'm gonna go talk to the finger. You guys remember the finger? We saw him last episode, or the episode before last episode?
Only once before have I seen two great runes together. Look there. The fingers shudder with exuberance. Fine work, brave Tarnished. The great you have earned the right to become Elden Lord.
Really?
Now, seek the Erd Tree and an audience with Queen Marika to become Elden Lord and restore the Golden Order. The fingers expect as much from you as they do young Gideon. Take this, a token of farewell. Now,
Not really a talisman person, to be honest, but... And I don't know who Gideon is. D. Hunter of the Dead. Be cooler if you hunted vampires.
Well, I see wonderful. You are a worthy fellow Tarnished indeed. Make the journey to the capital, Leyndell, that lies to the east of the Altus Plateau, at the foot of the Erd Tree. The two fingers will deny your passage no longer. You may be our best hope. Find your way to the Elden Ring, for we are Tarnished. And we... I
Nephalia.
understand you've been speaking to Nepheli. She's my daughter.
Oh.
I took her in when she lost the guidance of grace. Though a mere axe-wielding barbarian, her youthful credulity suited my purposes. So I put her to work. Do not hesitate to employ her. Should her services benefit you, despite her looks, she is more than capable in the press of battle.
So I guess that means we can enter the capital now if we want to. I don't know if I really want to, if I'm being honest. Because, yeah. I could make like a magic rapier. And that could be kind of cool. But I kind of have a dex rapier. The problem with the dex rapier is that, I don't know, it just doesn't feel magic-y enough, you know? I want more magic. Hey, Dung Eater.
I asked you not to disturb me. Be thankful of the hold serenity. It is all that...
I know you always say that, but I always check in on you just in case. You know, it must be pretty lonely back there. Don't get many guests, though.
Greetings. Are you here for...
Yeah, I'd like some spirit tuning. I can actually upgrade this guy now that I have a little bit of extra cash on hand. I'm gonna get him... I got him up to +5. That's okay. Now I know not to make him plus 10, because you really want the one that you get to up to plus 10 to be the one that you're going to use for like the majority of the game. And while I do like Kindred of Rot, I don't think he's like rest of the game good. Or at least he has not thus far demonstrated to me that he is rest of the game good. I'm gonna go back to this guy, get some intel on who our next target is.
You may be out.
I think it's Radan.
General Radan, the famed Red. He fought Melania and her rot to a standstill in the Caelid Wild, and by my reckon, though, I doubt him.
So it's not Radan.
Praetor Rykard is the lord of the Volcano Manor. He is a ruthless judge. The volcano, Mount Gelmir, it was the stage of the most up. Rykard has committed.
So I've been to Mount Gelmir, I just can't figure out how to get into the castle.
Is Lord of Lendel, the capital city. It lies at the foot of the Erd tree in the east. But the Two Fingers forbid us from venturing there until we've acquired enough great runes to repair the Elden Ring. Set your sights elsewhere for the time being. The Veiled Monarch.
So where do I go next? I know there's a Great Lord hiding out in here. And I've killed the Great Lord in this region, and I've killed the Great Lord in this region. There's another Great Lord hiding out here. And then there's another Great Lord hiding out up here. So there are a couple of issues though to getting up here. If we want to get up here, we need the other half of the key. So you might remember we were exploring down here one episode, and while we were exploring down here, we found a village that should still be down there. Yeah, the village of the Alberniacs. And we found a pot that was secretly a person in disguise, and that pot gave us half of a medallion that will open up a great lift here. I think the other half of the medallion is somewhere over here. But I have no actual intel on it. I don't know for sure. So we also know that there's a Great Lord hiding out here at the Volcano Manor. The problem with this Great Lord is that I've been up and down this countryside here, and I just cannot for the life of me figure out how in the hell I'm supposed to get into the Volcano Manor. Like the Volcano Manor proper. Like I've been into this one that says Volcano Manor, and it's just the area where the bunch of assholes are. They're like, hey, do some killing for us. And I'm like, no. No, I really just don't want to do any killing for you. I have not cleared Gelmir Hero's grave yet either. I want to do that. It's just an issue of the environmental traps are just so cancer that I just don't deal with it. And it turns out the heroes' graves all have the chariot traps that are just so fucking awful that it's like, why bother? Why bother? So we're gonna go and explore elsewhere for a bit. Yeah, we're not gonna actually stay in the hero's grave. So I need to complete the hero's graves to get the death roots that I needed to feed my big boy over in the cleric's temple, the beast cleric. If I feed him, I get something good, and I want it. I want it very badly, but just won't give it to me. But I think the Great Lift is that way, or that might be the Divine Tower for this region. So I think this region has two Divine Towers. I think it has the Divine Tower of the West, and I think it has the Divine Tower of the East. And I think that might be Divine Tower East. Is that a bear? I also did testing with various spells, And like, people on the internet are not trolling. Swift Sphere, Swift Glintstone is infinitely I will go back and get my souls, don't worry. It's infinitely better than any of the other late game spells. Which is disappointing, honestly. Like, I have Glintstone Shard and Glintstone Stars, and they're both, like, they're really good, don't get me wrong, they're good. But, one FP bar of, what is it called? Glintstone Comet Shard, which is like, it's kind of like Soul Arrow. Not Soul Arrow, Soul something. It has souls. Soul Spear, that's what it is. One FP bar of that does like 900 damage on a standard enemy. And one full bar of Swift Glintstone Spear does like 3,000 damage. So it's not like an issue of the community bitching that the late game spells are just bad, you shouldn't use them. It is a case where the how just awful this place is. No, it is a case where the FP cost is really should be altered. It is, I don't want to say it's bugged, but it's essentially bugged. Because the damage per FP cost just isn't valuable in the slightest. So do we want to try this guy? Because I think that's the only way I'm getting in the capital. Is if I beat him. Never mind. But my boy is holding up real good. I am proud of it. This is a shame that they don't have like Scarlet Rot attack. Because if they had like a Scarlet Rot attack, they would probably be OP. So like the regular Tree Sentinel, you could just cheese. Because the regular Tree Sentinel had no ranged attacks. And I don't think you can cheese this one, honestly. I'm gonna try though. Maybe I won't try. Maybe I'll just take this side path and see where that leads me. Why? Because I moved too far was a mistake. I should really just spend these 6k souls. It doesn't even really matter what I spend them on. I can upgrade my cloak, honestly, and be an improvement over just losing them. Yeah, I'm at the point in the game where my character is high enough level that like 10k souls is chump change, and it just feels bad losing 10k souls. Especially after you work so hard in the early game to get that many. I'm gonna go over to the stake and see if there's any summon signs. So if there is a good summon sign, I'll just summon it for the fight. Because it is a rehash of a boss that we've already seen, so I don't really mind missing out on some alleged content. God, it's right there. So let's see if I got any bros around. Weird, it doesn't look like there are any. What if I put down my sign? Being summoned. I would like to summon someone. So I hope that this whoever summons me is summoning 2 people. Because like I'm not gonna be useful in this fight. But I think I mentioned earlier in the recording session that I was playing Skyrim before this. And like Skyrim is a game that I have heavily modded, but it's like it's an 11-year-old game. Like it should not run poorly. Which it doesn't really. It's just that the load times are 3-4 times as long as this one. I lost my bow buddy. I don't know where it went. Switch. Okay. There it is. Do we want to try this? I don't know about you, mate, but I'm scared. We got one. We can wait till we see what the other guy looks. Okay, we really are neighbors. Yeah, if we had just rushed in there, we would have died. We're gonna die anyways. Like, there's no avoiding the death that is a draconic tree sentinel. I'm gonna waste a little MP. We are really testing the waters on From Software's network connectivity. Okay, we got one. Like, I've never been in somebody else's world this long. Kind of weeping angel scary right there. Look at that thing just flash around. Like a jump scare. We're good. Just take as much time as you need, friend. Do I have like a lay down in the grass one? Look at us. Just your perfect nun. Summoning? Yeah, that's a good sign. Just gotta stay still. Where did they go? There they are. Bertha.
Hey!
But we did some damage before we got bodied. And I did see from that like spells do pretty decent damage on this guy. Do I want to try it by myself or do I want to use Frill Finger? I definitely want to use a rune. And I probably want to use a Furcon Finger. Because I'd kind of like to, definitely like to summon someone. Zerk. And... 1. Darn it. Unable to summon both of them. So I guess if we wait around for a bit. Dark Chaos. Okay, well, not him. Zipope? Guess Zipope is not on our availability either. Come on, I wanted a Zipope. Try fingers. Death ahead. Yeah, no, I know that. I know that, you know that, we all know that. Yes, we definitely just have been stacking up these curling fingers because I didn't want to use them. Wait a minute. I thought that the talisman pouch was useless, but it might actually be another ring slot. It is another ring slot. That is amazing. I think Arsenal Charm is actually going to be our shout out here. Because with Arsenal Charm, yeah, we're going to roll a little bit better. And I might be able to afford putting on some better equipment. Which would be nice. Would be nice. Because this is starter equipment. So I got these 2 crowns over in, what do you call it? Dangerous People Land. So it raises your intelligence, but gets rid of something else of yours. So this one does stamina, this one does health. Increases vigor. So I'm actually gonna... And this one increases mind. So that would give us 1 additional FP, and that would give us 1 additional vigor. I think I'm gonna take the HP. So I kind of forgot that you could just wear items that increase your stats in this game. Which is weird, I know, because it's like... It's literally the basis of most level 1 playthroughs. Is to just get some good equipment that increases your base stats. Noble gloves are just better. So equipment is one of those things that's really important in Dark Souls games, and it's generally something that I just ignore. And that kind of just speaks more to me than it does the game, because the game kind of tells you that it's important. Like, it lets you know. Gunther? I don't know if I have connectivity issues or what, but being unable to summon people is pretty not good. Did I just wing it? Although we kind of saw that the other guy was having trouble too. So it might not just be a me thing, but I think I might have been having trouble because I was there. But I'm not really doing anything that would stress my internet connection to the point where we wouldn't be able to summon. Like, we've played a lot of multiplayer here, and we're generally okay. So I think it's just a From Software server thing. Yeah, so we can't go in through there. One of the things I didn't realize was that after you kill bosses, they can still appear and do stuff in the world. And that's why, generally, I just ignored old Margit when he showed up here. But now Margit gets to see the power of torrents. Sorry, Margit. Ouch! I just got hit. And Margit murdered me. I was being cocky too. Go to the stake. So these wagons have chests on the back of them. So I gotta get my souls. And then I've been carrying that 6k around and I just don't want to use it.
I see thee, tarnished, smouldering with that wretched ambition.
That's neat, Margaret. Ouch. Well, we're closer to the stake now. Yeah, I mean... don't really want to fight Margaret again, honestly. He's too powerful. I just want to find my way to the door. Who are you? Oh yeah, you're the palmer here.
You, a tarnished would one day become. Surely you gold. Oh.
So we gotta remove that quickly. Can I actually open this door? They told me I had passage into the city, and so far I have seen no passage. Just saying. Like, the fog wall was always there. We could never activate it, and we couldn't activate it now. I still have 2 lords unaccounted for that I haven't answered yet. There's also that thing. Dude, stop. So, inventory, equipment. Yeah, so I'm wearing the cat's ring. Watch this. No damage. However, you may think, wow, that's super useful. Could you use it to like get into new areas that you're not supposed to early? The answer to that is no. So the death screen still triggers if the fall is long enough. And if the fall, I guess, is supposed to be somewhere where you're not supposed to be. You know? If it's something like that, the death screen will still trigger, and you will still die. So, like, don't get this and think, wow, I can jump off of this one specific point, and I can go to an area that I'm not supposed to, and I can get all these cool things. So far, it has not really shown the ability to do that. So it's a bit more fixed than the other type of rigs you might see. Minor Urdu Church. I've been to this grace before. Oh, I thought he was alive. I hit it with a stick. Is that all there was up here? Just a sucky church? The people that are ruminating around it might think it's a little neat, but not really. So far we've just explored this area yet. We killed a major boss in this game, this this episode, so I guess that's good enough. What the hell are you doing here? Yeah, I know what that thing is. I know what it can do to me. So that's a corrupted tree spirit. I don't know why it's here though. The only other place I've seen the corrupted tree spirits is where some people have actively been tampering with Erd trees to destroy them, I guess would be the best way to put it. I don't think Godric's men who were camped in that area would be doing anything like that. But the fact that it's there means that somebody tampered with an Erd tree. Because that's an ulcerated tree spirit. Not good. So one of the things I learned over my research of Reddit, yeah, one of the things I basically just learned from Reddit, I guess, is that how did I get 1,000 souls? I guess this is the way you're supposed to learn its moveset. What I've learned about its moveset so far is that it's gonna murder. Run! Can I get on top of that thing? My boy is gonna die. Wow, very predictive tree spirit. I am proud. Anyway, that's all we have time for today. I'd like to thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, remember to leave a like, subscribe to the channel. I will see you in the next episode of Elden Ring, where we try to track down a third Elden Lord or find a way into this cursed city. Either way, thank you guys for watching. I will see you next time. Bye.